Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on Toned In Entertainment where we love pop culture, and welcome back to another Married with Children episode review. Now there are two things that Peggy Bundy does not do. Number one, cook, clean, sew, iron, or parent. And number two, exercise. But with a little inspiration, will she have a change of heart? Well, let's get on with my review of Dead Men Don't Do Aerobics, which is from season 4, episode 2. Now, the healthiest man in Chicago, known as Jim Jupiter, is running a contest, and the winner of this contest will get to spend 2 whole weeks getting one-on-one personal training. And that lucky winner is gonna be none other than Peggy Bundy. Now, when Jim Jupiter shows up at the Bundy household, well, Peg, she's definitely excited, but also is Kelly. Now, throughout the series of Married with Children, Kelly is definitely portrayed as not the smartest person on the planet, but Jim Jupiter shows that he could actually give her a run for her money. When Kelly goes to flirt with Jim Jupiter, instead of Jim flirting back with Kelly Bundy, he instead corrects her posture, proving once again that it's just such a shame to have a body like that and not a brain in his head. Now, as Jim Jupiter preps Peggy for her first workout, Al's gonna come walking through the door. And let's just say he's not too fond at the position that he finds Peg and Jim Jupiter in. Now, when Jim goes to introduce himself to Al, he tells Al that he's the healthiest man in Chicago. And Al, he's gonna consider testing that theory by asking him how fast he can heal when he pulls his spine through his mouth. Now, Jim is going to end up training Peggy, and for a brief moment, Marcy, that is until Marcy mysteriously loses interest. Now, when Peggy realizes that Jim is just not there to flex with her, but to actually put her to the work, well, Peg is going to rethink this whole exercise thing. Now, Jim realizes that training Peggy is not only going to be a challenge, but a test of willpower. But in just 6 short days, Peggy turns the tables on Jim Jupiter, changing him from the healthiest man in Chicago to the biggest couch potato in all of Chicago. When Jim Jupiter returns to do his show, he's definitely more than pumped, as he's definitely put on a few extra pounds. And as he begins to do his show, let's just say Peggy's bad habits have already caught up to him, and Jim Jupiter, well, he's gonna drop dead on live television. Now, Peggy is definitely gonna feel remorseful from Jim Jupiter's death, and she's not gonna let his death go in vain. And she tells the rest of the family it's time for them to stop eating junk and to start eating right. And maybe even using forks this time. Now, it's not going to take very long for Al, Kelly, and Bud to be very miserable from eating this healthy food. But Peg, she's going to be right there with them, as she can't take this healthy eating anymore. And that's when Al's going to sit Peggy down and tell her we should learn a lesson from our friend, the mighty cockroach, that they were here way before us and they're going to be here way after us. And the reason why is they eat crap. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give the episode Dead Men Don't Do Aerobics a 9 out of 10. There's a lot of episodes in Married with Children where we see the men hound women, but here the tables are definitely turned as we get to see Kelly, Peggy, and Marcy drool all over Jim Jupiter. Plus, I really like some of the lines here in this episode. Some of my favorite are when Bud introduces himself to Jim Jupiter as the studliest man on earth. And there's actually a really funny laugh out loud moment right after Jim Jupiter has fallen down. You get to see his 2 aerobics instructors fight over him, as they each believe that they were his one and only girlfriend. Now, what are your memories of the episode Dead Men Don't Do Aerobics? Comment down below. And guys, if you like Married with Children episode reviews like this, I've made an entire playlist. The link is down below so you can check them out. And also, what episodes of Married with Children would you like to see me review here on the channel? Comment down below. And guys, if you like videos like this, make sure you stay tuned in here to Toned In Entertainment for future videos.
Subscribe to the channel. Do it. Go now. Do it now.